how music saved my life. So that's a big thing to say. Do I mean that literally? Yeah. If you don't know me from my youth, back when I was 17, I was a big troublemaker. My dad just happened to be one of the world's best attorneys. I got into a lot of trouble hanging out with the wrong group of friends. A couple of nights on a couple of weekends, we decided to go out, do a bunch of random acts of stupid vandalism. By the time I was 17, I got slapped with about 17 felonies all at once. Thank God my dad was an amazing attorney, because that was my first offense. He was able to get all that expunged off my record. At the time, all the rest of my friends, they all continued to hang out in this core little group. My father, being a really cool guy, was like, look, you can't hang out with any of these guys anymore. But rather than leave me hanging with no friends to hang out with, he goes, check it out. You're doing some cool stuff here at the house on this little Casio keyboard we got you for Christmas a couple years ago. How about I get you something really cool? I'm gonna get you a synthesizer. We're gonna see what you can do with it. So he bought me this big sequencer synthesizer where you could program beats into it and kind of make entire songs on the fly. So he gave me this thing. I pretty much stayed in my room, learned how to make beats for about 7 years of my life, and it kept me out of a lot of trouble. So much trouble that, minus a few core individuals, every one of those people that were hanging out together that were my original friends all got into really hard drugs and ended up going a pretty bad way in life. And so in that regard, music definitely saved my life. So after that, how did music save my life? Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. See, I got kicked out of high school for getting into trouble, went to a private school, and then we go into college. When I got into college, I had really, really terrible social anxiety. I couldn't be in a room with more than 20 people in it. If, let's say, we had class and I came in late and I was gonna have to walk in front of all the people in class, I was gonna skip class. That's how bad my social anxiety was. A good friend of mine, Rusty, forced me, kinda, to join the marching band. In the pursuit of all this interaction with people in order to do my job, getting a scholarship to do this, it helped cure me of a lot of the social anxiety that I had that was really crippling and would have held me back in a lot of ways in life. Later on in college, I took a songwriting class. This was a breakthrough moment for me. Up until now, I'd just been making beats. I'd never had to sing or write or really put myself out there in any way. I was given a homework assignment by Nancy Apple at the University of Memphis to write a song. And so I picked up a lap dulcimer, like a guitar that's tuned differently, wrote my first song and played it for that class. That was kind of a pinnacle moment for me. I realized that I really enjoyed songwriting. Didn't know that I had even that ability to do that. But it also helped break down a lot of anxieties and fears about speaking in public in general, let alone singing. And it just changed my personality overall. It really helped build up my confidence the more I did it and the more I accepted that I enjoyed doing this, I could do this. And so in that regard, music has given me a new life, because now there's all kind of opportunities out there for me because music helped me conquer social anxiety. And so now the last one would be, how is music continuing to save my life? Now, up into college, my dad, he had been setting up this life for us in Juneau, Alaska. My brothers and I and my father had our own fishing boat. We were licensed salmon fishermen up there. And the plan was, our life plan, was we were going to fish, live off the money we made from our catch. I was just making music on the boat from a laptop, a little MIDI keyboard there on a fishing boat, making beats out in the middle Pacific Ocean. And that was kind of my plan. And then my dad got sick with cancer, and then he passed while I was in college. Very quickly, I woke up to the fact that, whoa, I'm in my 20s. I don't really have any real life skills other than salmon fishing. Dang, okay, what am I gonna do for a career? Thank God I had music, because I do have a job skill. I do have something that's valuable. But it really did give me something to fall back on, knowing I'm gonna be okay. Music's there for me. And so those are some of the ways that music personally has actually saved my life. I hope that in some regard, music can do the same for you. And it would be an honor if somehow my music can be a part of your life. So, thanks for listening.